everyone and welcome back to the Bookish Brits. Today it is a video from me because it's Sunday, and today I just wanted to talk about some of my favourite completed series. So I picked out some of my favourite series to talk about today. Some of them I think got a little bit unnoticed and some of them most people will know about. So let's start with a pretty obvious one, and that is Dark Terials by Philip Pullman. I often argue about this series with my manager at work because she hates it and I love it. I read this when I was quite young originally. I read it a couple of times since. I borrowed it from my sister because she's a bit older than me and she read it first, and I read it when I was about 11. And there's a lot I realised that I didn't understand until I read it again when I was a little bit older. I'd like to reread it again soon. It's so pretty. Look at the inside. It's got red. Ugh. Yeah, it's just super pretty. So I bought this a little while ago, mainly because I absolutely love the cover, but it is one of my all-time favourite series and I really want to reread it soon. Next we have a fairly recent completed series, and it is the Legend Trilogy by Marie Lu. So we have Legend. I don't have the matching cover to the rest of my set. It makes me very sad. Prodigy and Champion. I bought Legend on a whim. Not sure if I was going to like it, and these are just really nice, not fun necessarily, they're dystopia, but you know what I mean. They're not too taxing, but they've got a really great storyline, really great characters, really hard hitting, it's just really, really fun. Next is one I'm pretty sure most people will have read. It is one that's been around for a long time, and that is the Graceling Trilogy by Kristen Cashaw. So we have Graceling, Fire, and Bitter Blue. So I don't have a matching set of these either, which I would really like. I am thinking about getting the American covers because this is probably one of my favourite fantasy series. Bitter Blue, I think. Graceling is my favourite book, then Bitter Blue, then Fire. But I think Bitter Blue has my favourite cover. It's just a really, really fun, exciting fantasy series, which is really unique, really different. And I think if you're unsure about fantasy and just want to try something, I definitely go with Graceling. Next is actually a duology, and that is the Unravelling duology. So Unravelling and Unbreakable by Elizabeth Norris. This duology I feel is overlooked a little bit here in the UK. It had a lot of hype in the US. I actually couldn't wait for it to come out over here. And I have actually bought the American hardback because it came out like 3 months before we got it. I just couldn't wait to see what happened. It's a really, really awesome sci-fi twist adventure. So it's about parallel universes, but it doesn't sort of like throw that at you straight away. It builds you up to it, so you're actually really involved with the characters and you sort of adjust to this whole sudden, okay, there's parallel worlds. What? This is a really fun series. It's SciFi Romance. Yeah, it's great. And of course, I have to include the Shiver Trilogy. I'm not going to talk about this long because I swear I've talked about this in every single video lately, like every single one. So you've got Shiver, Linger Forever. If you like paranormal, if you like werewolves, if you like romance, it is the cutest romance I think I've ever read. And Sinner, which is a companion novel, is coming out this year. So you want to get on this series, like right now. And then we have the Finding Sky, or the Benedict Brothers series, whichever you want to call it. So we have Finding Sky, Stealing Phoenix, and Seeking Crystal. This is just a really, really fun paranormal romance series that's just really easy to read. It's great for readers who don't want to read a big book. I get a lot of people coming and going, oh well, I don't want to read, people have recommended me this, but it's such a big book and I don't really want to read a big book. So this is the kind of thing I will turn to recommend to them. They're great fun, and she's got sort of a companion series. So we've got Misty Falls coming out later this year. This is just a really fun, really easy to read series, and I love it. Lastly, we have the Glass Trilogy by Maria V. Schneider. This was the first trilogy I actually bought working at Waterstones. I saw Storm Glass randomly and thought, that cover looks kind of cool and it's got a female lead and it's fantasy, I'll give that a go. Absolutely adored this. So I had to buy the rest of the books in the series. I love Moravia Schneider. I've loved her Touch of Power series. It was really good. But this is my favourite. I haven't read the Study series. I've got Poison Study. That's what I was going to say. I've got Poison Study, but I've not read it yet. And I know it's kind of like that you can read them as two separate series, even though the characters feature in the second series too, but they're not the main characters. So I intend to go back and read the first series. But yes, this is just a nice find. If you like fantasy, it's almost YA. It's kind of tears on the borderline. It's YA in America, I believe. But yeah, it's a great fun series. Hope you enjoyed my video today, and I will see you again soon. Bye!